I did start a video a minute ago, but I got interrupted by the phone call from the doctor. Some of you may know from my other videos that because of my depression tablets I'm on, it makes me grind my teeth, clench my teeth. I'm on 40 milligrams a day. I've cracked a tooth. It started to twinge a bit today. With all this COVID rubbish, and I will say it, not that I don't believe in COVID, but I think the rules are not a nonsense. It doesn't make sense at the moment, especially as I'm a family of 6. We can't been for enough as it is. Leaving the organisation, losing all our friends, even those witnesses who didn't have anything to do with it, we've lost them. My daughter's got type 1 diabetes. That's a big life change. One of my daughters is really upset about leaving the truth, but is slowly getting over it. Some are still confused, I suppose, in a way, but they're all right. My daughter with diabetes is starting to not like the injections anymore, and crying about that. It's quite upsetting for her. Just before lockdown, we just managed to get a new car. The other one was just breaking down bit by bit. Then we managed to get a car. Dodgy dealer. He set a fire to it because he didn't want to have nothing to do with it anymore. Cracked my tooth. All sorts going on. I've lost lots of work, obviously, because of witnesses. I was working for witnesses, which I can't do anymore, so I lost window cleaning jobs. Sod them about that. I'll get work. Work's coming in fast and furious anyway, so work's getting there, but with depression it's not cool. And as far as family's concerned, they get on my nerves. Live all distance apart and things like this. And with this 6 people rule thing, well, there's 6 in my family, so no one can visit. It's great, innit? You know. That's why I'm a bit annoyed with this coronavirus. And I'll tell you a quick story. I went into Argos, and I walked up to Argos in our little town, and there's and you can see straight in the store. There's no one in there, right? There's people at the counter, which is the opposite corner of the entrance. Big open entrance. And a little Scottish Nazi woman, because that's what she was like, all dressed in black as well, Scottish accent, mask on, little lady. And I walk up, and I can see no one's in there, no one's on outside queuing, their car park's down there empty, and they want me to walk ages up that way to go around this little thing, like a rope thing, and walk down and enter just like there's a post. If I enter here, it's no different if I enter there. Anyway, I walked. She had just helped someone into the shop. Off she goes. So I thought, right, okay. I walk up from the car, go in, go up to the screen. There's no hand sanitizer. I know they want me to use hand sanitizer when you're touching the screen. So I walk up to the screen and step back from the screen, turn around to look for one that does have sanitizer next to it. And she goes, "Excuse me, can you step back?" And like guides me back to the thing. And I'm just like, is this for real? So I step back to the door. She goes, "No, on that side." Made me walk around this little post. So I was like a foot from where I was, even though there's no one around. She says, do you know, are you just browsing? I went, yeah. And I was just confused. And what just happened? I've never been treated like a baby since I was a baby, since I was a child. And she says, and I said, "Oh, no, I know what I want." She goes, "Okay, if you go to that screen over there, blah, 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 and use the hand sanitizer and all this lot." But this was very, like, strict with the way she said it. And I thought, who the hell do you think you are? And I just walked over to it. And I walked over to the thing. And I looked at the screen. And I thought, I'm not buying from here. So I just walked out. She said, "Is everything all right?" I went, "Yeah." Weird. It's like, I could not believe that she made me step back, like guiding me back like a policeman. Like, I've been I haven't, yeah, anyway. Reminds me of another story. Me and my wife used to go to a little garden centre, and they started selling little hippie things like African masks and stuff like that, and things fair trade, and we really liked the things in there, and we used to go in there and buy things and everything. And one day I went there on my own, and I recognised the young guy in there, and we used to go in and have to ask them to turn the light on. because they wouldn't leave the light on in the room because they didn't get that many customers. So I walked in, and I was on I was on a Honda C90 at the time, and I had my helmet and my jacket on or whatever. I walked in and I said, "Oh, can I have the light in? I just want to go through that." And normally they say yeah, and he said no. And I went, and I can't remember the story fully, but basically along the lines of he was very rude and said no. And I said, "Why not?" And he said, "Well, we've had someone steal something." And he gave me this look. And I remembered last time I went there, I said to Marie, "Why didn't you look as funny as we left? Like, we spent so much money there buying the collection of masks that went all in our hallway. They weren't cheap." And he just looked at me funny. And then this time I go and he says no. I thought, how rude is that? I've done nothing wrong, and he was just so rude to me. I thought, oh, okay. And the way he said it, so I got my moped, went to the shop to buy a birthday card for my. This is before I was in the truth, obviously. For my grandmother who's now died about 6 years ago. And I looked at the cards and I couldn't concentrate. Same thing, you see. When someone does something shocking like that, I can't concentrate because I don't treat people like that, and I don't like to be treated like that. So anyway, I went back and I asked him why, and he accused me of stealing. And I lost my temper and threatened to hit him, with which I was surprised that he was older than me, but he locked himself in the office and started to phone someone. So I had to go because I think he was scared. I do lose my temper because I hate injustice. I really do, and that's one of the things I hated about being in the religion, Jehovah's Witness, and being part of the Borg, is basically that there is no justice in the religion. I came into it thinking there's no justice in the world, but in this religion there is, and it turns out there is not. There is not. And as I was saying, I don't know what I've said now because I'm thinking about the last video. Basically, an elder came in to me, said, I just spoke to the paedophile the first time. I didn't know he was a paedophile. An elder came over to me and said, "Hey, do you know that man?" I said, "No, but I recognise him from other congregations, like I've seen him around." And he said, I want to tell you something. And I said, "Stop right there." I said, "I think I know what you're going to say." He looked at me and I just said, "Kids?" And he went, "Yeah." I said, "Ah, okay." He said, "Just watch your kids around him," and give me a real serious look, watch your kids around him. Yeah, I was trying to be convincing them, but it just wasn't convincing, was it? And I'm just running through my head how happy I'm feeling doing a video, because I was actually feeling quite depressed before the video. But just talking to a screen and knowing you're all going to listen to me and the lovely comments I get is great. And yeah. Someone made a video of my video last night. I made a video of a video, and they have like a lot of subscribers, and we don't have many. And they like asked people to subscribe and stuff, and said that we need support. Which, I mean, I think we're doing quite well, but as people can see from the outside, seeing what we're going through from a different perspective, it's quite. They're saying it's, for a few people have said what you're going through is quite terrible. Probably more terrible than not nicer than I realise. I don't know, but anyway, that elder actually left the congregation because obviously he didn't feel comfortable with the paedophile being there. We knew that's why he left. Another elder who was close to him said he was thinking about leaving, him and his wife, about leaving the congregation and moving. They were seriously thinking about it. His wife, that elder's, the couple that didn't move, his wife got told off for telling me that the paedophile was staring at my children and going near them. She was told off and cried and lost sleep over a couple of nights. And I felt so bad that she'd been treated that way. I didn't even give her name. I think it was actually Marie accidentally gave her name, was talking about it, and we were told this, and said, "Oh, these people have told us." And she got in a lot of trouble for telling us. Now, why the hell should she get in trouble? What has she done wrong? Nothing. But again, the elders, the mafia, the boys in the club didn't want me knowing, because more than two elders told me that I know for a fact it was two elders. So I like to state what's definite. Two elders. I remember there probably was more, but I forget conversations. Two of them definitely said you shouldn't have been told about him, really, because it's going to affect your thoughts and the way you feel going to the hall. Anyway, the one that told me left. And the funny thing was, his wife said, you're worried about John Paul. Don't be worried about him. What he did was in the past. He's no threat to your kids. I'm thinking, your husband seems to think otherwise. Then we find out the guy's been to prison, that he was on a tag when he was at the congregation before, that he's just come off the sex offenders list. Still, I don't know if that's possible, but I know that he was on it, and if he is still on it, the police weren't interested, because the actual elder that left went to the police station, did the right thing. He went to the police station, said, we've got this paedophile, what do we do? They said, he's not on our radar, we have nothing to do with him. So he's obviously just come off it. He'd come off his tag, wanted a different congregation to come into. We had children, and he came into our congregation. The first person, one of the first people he talks to is me. How are the kids, and blah blah. And of course, I'm talking to him, I don't know who he is. And then an elder warns me. Interesting thing about this paedophile that always surprised me was how old he was, but how well he used a computer and knew how to set up computers and use the internet. Well, obviously, being a paedophile, and an elder told me that the elder that I knew this paedophile confided with, and this elder was assigned to him, told me that he was still struggling with thoughts about children. Now, if someone's having thoughts, they're struggling, that means they have dominating thoughts about children in a sexual way. Ooh. Oh, disgusting. It just makes me so angry. I mean, the paedophiles have obviously got something wrong with them. But there need to be limitations, and children need to be protected. I forget where I go now. So I know for a fact that this guy is having thoughts about children. That makes you a paedophile, I'm afraid. And if you're struggling with them, also, if you're struggling with something, you don't have control over it. Not 100%. The other thing is, an elder was taken to a call that is actually also my wife's call. And the call had a little girl, probably about 6. I think my wife said about 6 or 7. Was it 5? I don't know. A toddler running around in knickers. Anyway, there was a toddler running around in knickers, a little girl running around in knickers, and I think they looked Thai to me. I think she was a Thai lady. And there you go. Nice. They were a nice family, a nice call, by the way. Yeah, very, very nice. But on the other part, there was a paedophile being knocking on her door. So yeah, great. Now, another thing, apparently, this paedophile had a wife in the past and a child. I didn't know he had a wife. I didn't know he had a child. Did he abuse his child? I don't know, but he went to prison for whatever he's done to whoever he's done it to. So yeah, just a video there. I'd like to cover some other things, but I hope I'm helping people with the video. I didn't think I'd ever help anyone do my videos, but apparently they are. One way I could understand that I'll still start. I think how do my videos help people? But now one way I can understand is someone said that our videos or our videos helping people. It's bolstering their resolve to leave, or that they have left, and it's helping them realise that they did the right thing, and you did the right thing. It's a terrible organisation. People contacted us saying, what's happened? We heard that you're not going to meetings, and actually we've been announced not Jehovah's Witnesses anymore, and you're not allowed to talk to me, and basically there's a paedophile. Funny thing is, someone said, no, they wouldn't let that happen. They wouldn't let that happen. They wouldn't let a paedophile into the hall and sit on his own without being watched. Well, yes, that did happen. He was breaking the rules, and they said, oh, they wouldn't let him on Zoom though. How about Zoom? Use Zoom. It's still Zoom now. You have to go to the meetings anyway. They wouldn't let him on the Zoom. Actually, he is on the Zoom, and we've been advised not to go on the Zoom if we don't want to. Use the link, which obviously is pushing my family aside. No, thank you. We're worth more than that. I'm out of it. I've seen too much in that organisation. It's disgusting, the lies and everything. Anyway, the nurse is about to come talk about the metabolic pump that my daughter's getting for our diabetes. I'm going to finish the video now. I've got her staring at me through the window. She is. So I'm going to get going. The nurse is coming in 5 minutes. Okay. So I'll stop the video now. I've just been told by the doctor that I've got to come off my medication and go on other medication because I'm ruining my teeth. And the medication has helped in a big way, and I've got to now come off that gradually and go on to another one. and hopefully I can find a dentist, because I can't find a dentist because of this COVID stupid thing. I'm not saying I don't believe in COVID, but I do not agree with the 6 rule thing. It's stupid. So yeah, I'm kind of, my old dentist took me off their register because I haven't been for 5 years, because I look after my teeth. It just so happens that I've cracked one and I need to go. And now I need to go to the dentist, and nobody is willing to take on NHS patients and National Health Service patients. But I've just spoken to a doctor, and she's told me what the NHS direct line didn't tell me, is that there's a place I can ring in another town, which is about 20 minutes drive. They have a dentist where you can just go and book an appointment and go see them that day. It's first come, first serve. So hopefully I get my teeth seen too, because I'm on holiday soon and I really don't want a bad tooth. I'm keeping it clean. I put temporary filling in it. All I'm going through though is just messed up. I never knew what depression was until I got it. I was thinking, why are people depressed? They've got money, they've got jobs. And I used to think, oh, it's just to get on with life. But then I became a witness and something happened and I got depression. And ever since I've been in that religion, I've been on depression stuff. It's amazing how many people came to us finding out that we've left the truth, saying that we understand how you feel. We had problems with paedophiles in our congregation. What? How many people have come to us after they found we've left and said, we've had that problem. We had that problem growing up. How many paedophiles are there for years? These people growing up, I'm 34. They must be in their 30s as well. So this is rife. The wife of the man who told me said that there wasn't a problem with a paedophile. Now, obviously, he knew more than her. Now, this is the point I was getting at. Elders know things they don't tell their wives. Also, another man who I was fairly close with, he nice man, asked to be an elder. He said no. He doesn't want that hassle. He's got a family to look after. Of course, as I've heard, and I know other elders have been pushed to become an elder when they didn't want to, and helped into it. And now they're a brilliant elder, aren't they? Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Pushed to be an elder, being an elder. This brother, he became an elder, and he said he can't look. He said there's a lot of people. He said he's been told a lot of things about people he'd never believed about people, and he was obviously down about it and said, I cannot view them in the same way again. It does affect how you view the congregation when you become an elder, obviously, because they're paedophiles. And I do believe that there were some in my old congregation that I did not know about. I do. It's not a fact. But I know that the one who was in our congregation did visit our one, and we weren't told about him or warned. And they didn't. And when I came in, they said that they were gonna. When I came into the truth, they got